Okay, thank you very much for joining us in this live session. Straight away, we're beginning with Camber Energy Inc. CEI stock. It has gained 15.34% in this session of the 27th of December 2021. Let's see whether we can find any news behind this rally we're looking at right now. It's now it has moved back above $1. It fell below $1 a few sessions ago. Let's see what's going on here. Camber Energy secures $25 million loan to redeem preferred stock. Shares rise. Okay, that's what's going on here. A couple of other disclosures that were disclosed today, the 27th. I think the most major of them might be that $25 million loan. So Camber Energy gaining strength, up 15.91%, 16.42%. That's what's going on now. Yeah, 16.07%. It's currently trading just below its 50-day moving average right now on this 1 minute live session, on this 1 minute live model of the stock. Okay, let's so the gain is now 16.48, 15.91% right now. So let's quickly move on to the next one. The next one is AVCT. American Virtual Cloud Tech is currently below its 10 and 20 50-day moving averages right now. Momentum is improving. RSI is also improving on this 1 minute live model for AVCT stock. So let's look at the daily model and see whether we can get the volume so far for this session. The volume is 101.14 million shares. It is on this daily model, it is just getting some resistance from its volume weighted average price. The underlying trend for the stock is a bearish one, but the momentum is improving on this daily model, so to the RSI as well. So the volume is a big one. So let's see whether we can get any news concerning AVCT. Let's see whether we can get any news concerning AVCT. There must be some news somewhere, so let's dig down and see what we can find concerning AVCT right now. There's a maze of news here, so I think none. Okay, we can't find any specific news concerning AVCT. Okay, let's leave it. AVCT news. Okay, there are a couple of other ones here for CEI stock, but we can't. Okay, let's see whether we can find any okay, these are portfolio specific. Okay, so the gain is 33.73%. It, I think, has just slightly broken through that volume weighted average price on this daily model. So let's return to the 1 minute live model. Yes, if you just joined us, thank you very much. Yes. Yes, we have 2 likes. Thank you all very much. If you have any stock you want us to quickly dive into, you can always interrupt me. You are allowed to interrupt me. It's not just me. Tell me if you want us to have any look at any other stock. Just go ahead and let us know. MBOT is the next one. MBOT 60.7%. That's the gain right now on this 1 minute live model. This is the closest to what's going on with the stock MicroBot Medical Inc. Currently, it's the last time it traded above its volume weighted average price. This is the volume weighted average price. So you can see it's just an indication that even though the stock has run up this gain of 60.33%, it's still based on what its volume weighted average price is indicating. It's just indicating that the stock could even be higher than what it is right now. It's trading below its volume weighted average price. So that's for some market participants, this is a good barometer. When it's trading below this AVT volume weighted average price, they may want to get involved. They may think there might be some, it's still undervalued, so to say. So the gain is now 59.96. Momentum is holding up as well. So to the RSI, they are both okay. The momentum is, yes, it's holding up based on this 14 period stochastic oscillator. So to the RSI as well. So it is just slightly above, or just extending its divergence between itself and the 10-day moving average on this 1 minute live model for the stock. So let's get the volume so far for MBOT, and we will also try and get the news concerning it as well. So okay, yeah, on this daily model as well, it's also just right on its volume weighted average price. Volume momentum is very strong as well. So to the RSI, so the volume is 462 million shares. So let's quickly return to the 1 minute live model and then see whether we can see the news behind this rally for MBOT stock. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see whether we can find news concerning MBOT. Okay, it says here this is in the pre-market. It says MicroBot up after partnering with Striker to develop robotic procedural kits. Okay. Okay, it's set to open. Okay. It's a partner with the medical technology company Striker Corp to integrate its neurovascular instruments with MBOT's Liberty robotic system to develop robotic procedural kits for use in certain neurovascular procedures. The company will continue to develop the Liberty independently for use in peripheral and coronary procedures. Preclinical studies of Liberty showed its potential to allow physicians to safely and efficiently conduct certain types of remote vascular procedures and reduce the risk of radiation exposure, physical strain on the user, and hospital acquired infections. Okay. So yes, that is what is behind this rally. It's gained at 3.18, roughly $3. So it was probably trading in the penny stock territory before now. Yeah. So, but it's just keep getting resistance from this volume weighted average price. The last time it traded above that was some time ago, a few hours ago. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is PYR, Pyrogenesis Canada Inc. up 76.58%. It's also moving sideways. The gain has been achieved. The high was $5.4189, and that's at about roughly an hour into the session. But since that time, pulled back and has just continued to move sideways. Momentum is okay, just holding up there RSI is also holding up on this 1 minute live model. So let's look at the daily model and see the sort of volumes we are looking at here. So the volume is 50.72762, just like all the previous two. It's also getting some resistance from its volume weighted average price on this daily model. And then the momentum and the RSI, they're all strongly bullish as well. They're all very strongly bullish. They will be bullish because the stock has run up a gain of 76.68%. So it's not indicating what is going on live now. So the best indication of what is going on is the 1 minute model, and it's not exactly bullish, just improving. That is the momentum, and the RSI is also holding up as well. So with the news also, we is that the company is partnering with Striker Corp. So that's what's behind this rally, amongst other things. So it's also a penny stock as well, gained roughly $1.9. Yes. So next one is Ftft. Future FinTech Group. Let's see what's going on here. It's up 49.09%, strongly bullish. You can see this chart, very nice. This is the 1 minute live model, so it keeps on extending and feeding on itself. It hasn't declined. It hasn't put a wrong foot all along. Just sideways movement, no major declines. We haven't really seen any major declines for this stock. I'm tempted to see what we can make up here, whether we can try and call a few price targets for this stock. Let's see, 1.6641. Let's pick up that price, that high, 1.6641. 1.6641 minus this support of 1.5. Let's see, 1.5820 minus 1.5820 minus 1.5820. This will give us 0.0821 times 2.618. You can use any other Fibonacci extension level you want. So this is the price we're going to add to the current price of 1.65 plus 1.65. So we have a target of we just determined a target of 1.86 roughly. Okay, we'll just call it $1.87. $1.87. Is that something that's possible for Ftft stock? $1.87. It's possible based on how things are going. The market is only roughly 1 hour and 20 minutes from closing. $1.87. Can it get there? Okay, let's see what's behind this rally. Let's look at the news and see what's going on here. Okay, there isn't any news. There's no news behind this push we're seeing right now. So it's at 1.67 now. Can it get to 1.87? Is that possible? Let's look at the daily model and see the volume we're talking about here. 21.183 million, and in this case it's above its volume weighted average price on this daily model, getting some resistance from the 50-day moving average. The underlying trend for the stock is a bearish one, but you can see the momentum and the RSI are indicating a lot of bullishness there. You can see the fast line of this 14 period slow escalator is totally clearly visible here. The slow line is not any, sorry, the signal line is not anywhere close by. So the stock, the momentum is strongly bullish on this daily model, but because it has gained 52.73, that will be the case. This momentum just prints what's going on. It's going to do its best to reflect this 52% gain, but the daily model, sorry, the shorter intervals like the 1 minute model and the other ones will definitely be painting a much more fluctuating picture of what's going on with the momentum. The momentum is, the underlying trend is it's on a bullish trend, as we can see, inclining upwards like the stock itself, and so to the RSI. So the stock is on a strong bullish trend right now on its 1 minute model, and we have a target of 1.87. It has it has a sort of pattern that will ensure it will continue to feed on itself. We can see that for a short period it was trading below its 50-day moving average on this 1 minute live model. So and so far here between between 1:30 and 1 and 2 p.m. Eastern US time, this was the second time it traded below its 50-day moving average on this 1 minute live model. So far since that time, since after 2 a.m. it hasn't fallen below that moving average. It got support again and continued to extend. So our target is 1.87. Would it get there? Would it what are the market participants looking at as it concerns this stock? What are the algos looking at right now? Are they seeing this trend we're looking at right now? This trend is the stock is doing its best to ensure that it continues to remain positive. That's what we're looking at right now for Ftft. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Is Clgn, Clgn Biotechnology, also strongly bullish as well. The stock, the price, I think it was active in the pre-market. That is probably why we have this gap, and then since that time it has continued to extend. Okay, let's see whether we can come up with a target as well for this one, Clgn. Before we do that, let's just see whether we can find any news behind this rally. There isn't any news behind this rally. Okay, let's return to the 1 minute live model and see whether we can get the volume for this session as well. The volume for this session, going to the daily model. Okay, this is a very small volume, 549,516. Okay, so it's also above its volume weighted average price. The underlying trend for the stock is a bullish one. Momentum is also strongly bullish based on the 14-period slow stochastic oscillator. RSI is also very strong as well. So let's return to the 1 minute live model and see what we can make here. Okay, the momentum is also strongly bullish, so to the RSI as well. Okay, so let's see whether we can come up with a target for Clgn Biotechnology. Okay, we picked this price of 17.93 and subtracted from 17.22, so that will give us 0.21. Okay, times 2.618 to give us 0.549. Okay, plus 17.78, 17.78. We have a target of 18.33. That's our target. Probably it's possible we can get there within this session, but well, in the coming sessions it may or may not get there if it continues to extend. So that's our target based on how it has performed today. Okay, that's our target, and let's see how things go. The gain is now 34.19%. Okay, let's return to the other one, SPRB. Spruce Biosciences up 19.89%, also strongly bullish, but has retraced now below all of its moving averages, all of them right now. Momentum is totally flat. The RSI is also weakening. Okay, let's see what we can make out, whether there's any news. There's also no news concerning this rally. SPRB, Spruce Biosciences Inc. Let's get a volume from the daily model and see what's going on there. The volume is 27.078 million. Okay, the underlying trend for the stock is a bearish one, and it's also getting some resistance from its volume weighted average price. So the RSI and the momentum will also be indicating bullishness. They will both be indicating bullishness, obviously, because the stock has gained 20.7%, but those indicators are not what it is live right now. So if we return to the daily model, we can see that the RSI and the momentum are not so wonderful, especially the momentum, the 14-period slow stochastic oscillator. It's Spruce Biosciences up 20.16%. So let's look at RELI and see what's going on there. Okay, Reliance Global Inc. up 14.81%. Currently bearish now, trading below all of its moving averages. Momentum is totally flat, and then the RSI is also indicating some weakness as well. This is based on its 1 minute live model. So let's get the daily model and see what sort of volumes we have there. 9.381 million shares, that's what we have there. So the underlying trend is a bearish one, but things are improving. Momentum, it seems like it's improving, but probably waning. And so too the RSI as well. The volume is 9.382 million shares. Let's return to the 1 minute live model and see whether we can find any news behind this rally. As it concerns Reliance Global Inc., let's see what the news is. Okay, there isn't any news. No, there must be some news somewhere, but we have to pan through this maze of data to find what that news is. Okay, let's see whether okay, it's just indicating it's up. Okay, we can't find any news, any specific news. There may be some other one. There may be some specific news, but we don't exactly know what it is. Let's see. Okay, we can't find any specific news concerning Reliance Global. So it's up 17.36% right now. Trying to improve, but still trading below all of its moving averages. Momentum is improving slightly. Okay, let's return to the CEI, Cassava Energy, up 16.48%. We haven't determined any target yet for the stock, so we're just going to leave it like that. Or do we go ahead and try and see what we can determine? Use this price of 1.0, we'll call it $1.1, and this low of roughly the same thing, 1.1. So it's really we can't exactly make out anything because there isn't any difference there. So we'll just leave it like that. So right now it is moving sideways, bunched up with its 10, 20, and 50 moving averages right now. The gain is $1.02, a gain of 15.91%. So let's see what's going on elsewhere. Okay, let's look at the price, the stocks that are have gained. So let's see whether we have any other stock we haven't looked at. Okay, let's look at VEE. Let's look at that. So Cassava Energy 16.48. Twin V power cuts up 20.85%, strongly bullish, but the RSI declined, but it's going up now. Okay, so to the RSI as well. This is on the daily model. So right now it is just has just converged with its 10 and 20-day moving averages right now. So let's see whether we can find any news behind this. Okay, there isn't any news, so return to the chart, and then we'll go to the daily model to see whether we can get the volume here. The volume is 294,196. It's above its volume weighted average price. The underlying trend is a bearish one, but momentum is strongly bullish right now based on the 14 period stochastic oscillator and also the RSI as well. So this is amongst other things indicating that buyers are definitely paying higher prices for twin V power cards stock, VEEE. So the volume is 205,296 so far. So returning to the 1 minute model, we see it's strongly bullish as well, even though it has pulled back below its 10 and 20-day moving averages, but just getting support slightly above its 50-day moving average on this 1 minute live model. So twin V power cards up 19.72%. So let's look at Cassava Stock, SAVA, Cassava Sciences. Cassava Sciences up 3.08%. We can see momentum is waning. The RSI is also waning. Let's see whether we can get any news. There may not be any news. There isn't any news. It's just on the move with its momentum. Let's get the daily model and see whether we can find any volumes there. 1.539 million, that's the volume for this session. Okay, it's also still challenged by that, I think it may have broken through the resistance from its 10 and 20-day moving averages, or may just be okay. Let's see whether we can find out what things are here. So the volume weighted average price is at 45.53. The stock itself is at 45.86. So it's trading above its volume weighted average price. It's also okay, yes, and it's trading above its 10-day moving average. Yes, currently it has broken the resistance from its 10-day moving average. That resistance has been in place for some time now, since sometime in November. So that's some positive. The gain is now 4.05% for Cassava Stock. So let's return to the 1 minute live model. Okay, so it's on the move now, broken through the resistances from those moving averages. It's now at 45.98 right now, which is on the daily model. It has broken through the resistance from that 10-day moving average. So let's see whether we can look at other stocks that are on the move right now. Not so good, not so positive move. They can see the ones that have declined, percentage decrease. Let's see. Okay, BBIO, Bridge Bio Pharma Inc., down 71.58. So let's have a look and see what's going on with this stock. BBIO, BBI0IO. Okay, Bridge Bio Pharma down some points to 1.59. Okay, RSI is also improving, but since it just declined when the market opened, it dropped and it's just been moving sideways. Nothing really has gone on since that time. Nothing remarkable. So the news, let's find out whether we can find any news. Okay, let's see. Let's pull gold all the way down to the pre-market and see whether we can find any news behind this. Okay, so that's the news. So the company, yes, okay, its treatment did not meet the primary endpoint in an ongoing late-stage study at month 12. The mean decline in the disease was similar to expected functional decline in healthy adults and substantially less than yearly decreases observed in BitBio's review of previous untreated arms. The company said adding decline in the placebo group was over 70%. So it failed to meet primary endpoint on its ongoing phase 3 trial at month 12. So it was a case of a bad news, as one would have probably expected. So it's down 71.57%. So let's look at Tracon Pharmaceuticals. Okay, TCON. Okay, Clgn Pharmaceuticals down 20.03%. Momentum is totally flat on this live model. Volume is yes, momentum based on this 14 period stochastic oscillator is totally flat, but this is also indicating a buying opportunity. So when momentum precedes a price action, so it is totally spent right now. It can't, it will not remain here forever. So market participants will be looking at this, and if it starts to pick up, they may put some money there. So, but the RSI is holding up. So let's get the volumes for this stock. Let's get the volume so far for this session: 1.236 million shares. Okay, the underlying trend is a bearish one right now on this daily model. So momentum is also bearish as well, as investors sell stock and drive the price lower. So let's return to the daily model. Okay, so let's see whether we can get the news concerning this decline we're looking at right now. Okay, it seems the news sounds positive from the headlines, but nobody knows why it's declining. Say pharmaceuticals. Okay, Clgn Pharmaceuticals announced positive results from review of interim safety and efficacy data from Avvct pivotal trial. Okay, it receives the IDMC recommendation to increase envafolimab trial dose. Shares drop pre-bell. So okay, this might be what may have caused it to decline, maybe. Okay, it says here, Clgn Pharmaceuticals reported that the Independent Data Monitoring Committee of its trial of envafolimab to treat undifferentiated pleomorphic sarcoma and myxophobiosarcoma has recommended a continued accrual in cohorts A and B of the trial. So this may be the news behind that decline. So let's return to the stock, but there is an opportunity there. You can see momentum is totally flat right now on this 1 minute live model. So let's leave that and move on to size and see ENSC. So ENSC and size Biosciences down 18.75%, but momentum is strong. RSI is also holding up. Okay, so let's quickly get the daily model, the volume for this session for size. Volume is at 2.812. Okay, the underlying trend is a bearish one for the stock. So let's return to the 1 minute live model. And if you're there, if you want us to have a look at any stock, just by all means put it in there and we'll have a look. So let's look at let's see why size is down 18.79. There isn't any news. Okay, so there isn't any news. We can't find any news behind this drop. So but momentum is improving, but we're not seeing it's not reflecting. There isn't any price action there as well. There isn't any price action. Momentum is gradually improving. Maybe participation is very low, maybe, but participation is low, not enough to move the stock, but enough to indicate some momentum, possibly. Okay, the loss is 18.79% in size. Okay, so let's quickly call over and see what's going on with Cassava Energy CEI stock. Up 13.62, so it has lost about 3%. So you can see now it has just deviated from those moving averages. Now just at the $1 mark right now. Momentum has been backwarding here, up and down, scalping going on there. Okay, so the gain is now 14.2. It's a scalper stock at the moment. Cassava Energy up 14.77% now, at in the $1 territory. So let's move on to AVCT. The market is closing in about 57 minutes. So American Virtual Cloud Tech up 37% right now. Stock is gaining strength right now, has deviated from its has deviated upwardly from its 10 and 20-day moving averages right now on this 1-minute live model. So let's get the volumes we are looking at right now concerning AVCT stock. The volume is 109.029 million shares. That's what's going on right now for AVCT. So let's return to the 1-minute live model. So let's just quickly have a look at MBOT. MBOT, Microbot Medical Inc. Okay, getting support, resistance from its all of its moving averages apart from the 200-day moving average on this 1-minute live model. The gain is 56.57, roughly 55.35%. So let's get the volume for this session so far. The volume is 75.578 so far. Okay, and on this daily model, the stock is the underlying trend is a bearish one, but the stock is strongly bullish. Shares above the 200-day moving average, and the RSI is also indicating that the momentum is strongly bullish as well, as investors buy the stock and send the price higher. RSI is also strong, and buyers are definitely more active than sellers in this session for Microbot Medical Services, Medical Inc. So let's return to the 1-minute live model. The gain is now still 55.72. And quickly we'll just move on to the next one, PYR, Pyrogenesis Canada Inc. up 61.19%. Stock is retracing, getting slightly bearish, but it's above its 10-day moving average right now on this 1-minute live model, and it is momentum is strongly bullish as well. So RSI is also improving as well. Okay, this is a good case of momentum preceding price action. So some market participants will judge their actions based on what the momentum is indicating right now. It's strongly bullish. They may not want to get involved right now. They may want to see it pull back a bit, and then they may get involved, or they may still get involved regardless. So Pyrogenesis Canada Inc. up 60.8%. So let's get the volume for the session so far. Volume is 53.853 million shares. You can see it's also strongly bullish, but it's rallying within a longer term bearish trend. Momentum is strongly bullish as investors pay higher prices for the stock. RSI is also strongly bullish as well. So let's return to the 1-minute live model. Okay, the gain is now 62.25%. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, Ftft. Future FinTech for up 46.21%, strongly bullish right now. It has now for the third time in this session fallen below its 50-day moving average on this 1-minute live model. So we had a target of $1.87. It doesn't look like it's going to get there in this session, but it has a prospect of getting there in subsequent sessions. So momentum is totally flat, totally not, there isn't anything left on the momentum right now. But at the same time, this is what can cause the stock to resume its upward trend. Right now momentum is totally flat. What it means is that the implication of that is that if it's flat, then the reverse is likely to be the case. It may continue to dwell there, but it will not dwell there forever. It's going to come out, and when it comes out, it means that money is going back into the stock. So right now money is coming out, it's retracing, and almost getting close, getting support from its volume weighted average price. It has never touched that volume weighted average price in this. Yes, okay, well, it was at some point in this session. No, not in this session, not in. So this is the first time. So probably market participants are taking their money off the stock right now. Future fintech, we haven't found any news, so let's get the volume so far. 28.887 million. That's what's going on so far. Strongly bullish. That's what the momentum is indicating, as buyers pay high prices for the stock. But right now, some are paying lower, less prices for less. Some are paying less for the stock right now, as the stock has started to retrace on its 1 minute live model. You can see now getting support from its volume weighted average price. It hasn't. This is the first time it's coming close to that price, and also the 200-day moving average. So it's just suddenly dropped off now. Just suddenly dropped off. But we're still maintaining our target of 1.87. If it continues to extend, there's a good chance it can get there. But the implication of it having this very low momentum is that it may resume its upward trend. So future fintech up $43.72%. So let's move on and look at Clgn. So Clgn up 32.92%, also strongly bullish as well. We have a target of 18.33. Can it get there? Who knows? So let's get the volume for this session so far. It's at 32.92%. Okay, the underlying trend is okay, quite bullish, I think, and its momentum is also strongly bullish. And the RSI, all of these are on the daily models. The volume so far is not up to 1,577,000 and 577,606. Quite a low volume. Okay, let's look at SPRB. SPRB up 20.16%. Okay, Reliance Global Inc. Okay, moving sideways as well. Momentum is flat right now. Okay, so let's look at VEE. Okay, Twin V power cuts up 20.56%, strongly bullish and extending. We don't have any target for VEE right now. So let's return and see what's going on with Camber Energy. Camber Energy momentum is flat right now. The gain is now 14.2%. I think it's barcoding right now. So I think what they are doing, their goals may be seriously playing the stock. You can see it's barcoding seriously the momentum, and each time it rises, it also increases in price as well. So okay, let's quickly look at Cassava Stock, SAVA. Cassava Sciences up 4.25%. On its daily model, it has broken through the resistance from its 10-day moving average that has been in place since November. It's broken through that resistance, now trading at $46.07. We had a target of target range of between 56.95 and 74.79. Is that possible? Yes, still possible. Today it's just moving on momentum, on positivity right now. Cassava Stock up 4.21%, broken through the resistance on its daily model from its 10-day moving average right now. So let's see ENSC and size down, and size Biosciences down 18.95%. I don't think there's any news behind this drop in price. There isn't any news now. So let's get the volumes. So far we are talking about the volume is at 2.833 million. So let's return to the 1 minute live model for end size. Okay, let's see what's going on with MBOT. Okay, MicroBot Medical still maintaining sideways movement. The gain is roughly the same, 54.34, nothing much. Let's get the volumes so far in this session for MicroBot. Okay, it's 76.44 million shares. Okay, let's return to the so the market is closing in about 45 minutes. So let's return and see what's going on with Cassava Energy. Cassava Energy up 14.63%. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us in this live session, and we'll continue to update you with more and more videos. Thank you all very much.